What's up, healers? Marina Simone in the house. Day one encore. Day one encore of the Double Down Black Friday launch plan. For those of you that were a part of, well, tomorrow is day 14. So we complete and finish the Double Down Black Friday launch plan tomorrow. We have a Facebook group with over 800 humans that decided they wanted to double down for Black Friday. And so if you were a part of that or a part of that, drop DDBF and drop one of your favorite moments from the 14 days in the comment section. And let me explain why I'm doing this, because I think it's important that you are prepared for Black Friday. And here's what I want you to know, okay? Black Friday has already started. And if you have not started marketing for it, you are behind. And so I want to help you double your Black Friday sales. So go ahead and drop in the comment section the word double if you're ready to double or even triple your holiday sales. We have people that are inside this 14-day workshop that are already with 37, 42, 50 pre-orders ready to go for Black Friday. And so at any point during this, if you're like, I need all days, like I want day 1 through 14. I need day 1 through 14, and I need that workbook that's in her hand. You just go to blackfridaycashflow.com/upgrade for the next 72 hours. You can get it at a discounted price for the 14 days. Not only are you going to get this really cool workbook, which by the way has all my scripts, all my wait list, all my stuff, there's an additional workbook that's going to be finished come Monday. We have a final master class Monday that only VIPers and those that are inside the Facebook group are going to have access to with a special link. So I highly suggest it's going to be an hour and a half on Monday. You definitely want to upgrade as quickly as possible, day 1 through 14, plus you get the VIP Zooms. But with that being said, I want to get right in to day 1 of the Double Down Black Friday. And here's what I'm going to say to you. If you have people that are in network marketing or on your team that you want them to double or triple their sales, all they have to do is watch day 1. So tag them in the comments below. Anyone that tags somebody in the comments, you enter to win a signed copy of my book, Messy to Millions. So we will be watching. And here we go, day 1. This day 1 Double Down Black Friday launch plan. This is one of my favorite workshops that I'm so glad we ended up bringing back this year. Last year, I wasn't sure if we were going to do this again because we had so much going on, but I am so humbled, grateful, and feel so blessed that I get to be here with you right now before Black Friday, before Cyber Monday, before the 12 days of Christmas, and before launching into the new year with your business. Whether you are selling something on Etsy, whether you're an affiliate marketer, whether you are, a network marketer and you and your team are trying to have one of your biggest Black Friday sales ever, whether you're launching a new product down the road, whether you're selling digital courses, I want you to know that this launch plan will absolutely work for you. I'm going to need your attention during the next 14 days because 2025 sales for the holidays are going to be insane and I don't want you missing out. You're going to hear me say a lot. Attention is currency. Attention is currency. I'm reading a book right now by Gary Vee, and it's talking about day trading attention, day trading on social media for the currency of attention. And most of you are losing people in the very first 3 seconds of your social media content. And we cannot have that with one of the biggest sales that are going to be happening this year. If someone scrolls past you, that means there's no impact. That means there's no sale, and that sucks. And we don't want that. I want to help you really quick shift this mind thought thing that you have that people aren't spending money or they're not going to be spending money on what you have because either somebody has it better than you and can offer it better, or they can find something similar somewhere else. Or maybe they're just saving for Christmas and they're not going to spend anything during Black Friday. I want you to know that that's a load of crap that I need you to get out of your head right now, because the US market alone is going to be spending over $12.5 billion. That's just on Black Friday. Globally, we're looking at 80 to 82 billion for Black Friday sales. That's insane because Black Friday in 2024 was at 10.8 billion. So we're up 10.2% from last year. That's amazing. So here's the catch. There are going to be so many people that are posting BOGO deals, posting flyers, hitting up their lists with their sale. So my job during the next 14 days is to help you stand out and get the currency and the attention so you can make more sales than ever. Attention is going to be scarce. I need you to think of it as like a toddler who gets excited about one toy, and then all of a sudden that toy's opened and they're over it and they want another toy, and then they want the channel changed, and then they want the iPad. That's the attention span we're going to be dealing with when it comes to people on social media, opening their emails and opening their text messages. So I want to break some really, really bad news to you right now. If you think you're going to show up once a day on social media and you're going to have your biggest sale ever, you're wrong. I don't want you whispering into a stadium. I don't want you whispering into the social media crowd. I want you postured, planted, and making profit. So how do we get the eyeballs to lean in? We're going to use some of my really cool methods that have been working fabulous for me, that has helped me close over $50,000 in sales in the last 2 weeks. And I'm going to teach you how to get people to lean in before the sale. Here's the thing. If you are not posting 3, 4, 5 times a day on every single platform, which by the way, I'm going to help you to where it's not so exhausting. I'm going to help you to where you can schedule it out there. Okay. We have options for you, so don't freak out. But what happens is if you're not doing that, you're not becoming a content magnet. You are going to be forgotten about. That toddler is going to look at you as a toy and move on to the next thing. So are you ready? Lean in a little bit. Take a deep breath, let out. The next 14 days, I promise you, I'm going to give you all the things that I'm currently doing, the things I'm doing with my network marketing team to double and triple our sales, what I'm doing for my brand and my digital courses, the offers that I'm making, and what I'm doing with some of my big brands and clients that have hired me to help them double their plan. Here's a little secret. Everything that you're going to learn whenever you have a new product that you're launching, a new course that you're launching, or there's a sale that's coming up or whatever, this is the social media launch plan that I've been using since 2014. Now let's talk about some uncomfortable things, because you need to hear this and you need to hear this now. Okay. Algorithms don't just reward consistency anymore. They really don't. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed there's been a dramatic decline in friends that see your posts? People that follow you on Instagram aren't even liking your stuff. You're like, what is this whole follow me thing about and be my friend if you're not going to see my stuff? Well, that's because algorithms don't care about your consistency right now. What they reward is momentum, engagement, interaction. So if you're showing up and posting once a day at the same time every day, that might have worked for you back in 2023, but that's not going to work for you right now in 2025 on any social media platform. You're just like everyone else. You're blending in at that point, right? Here's a simple way that I want you to think about your posts. Some of you get really nervous. You're like, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I'm saying something wrong. I don't know if I'm standing out. And I want you to know that every single post, I want you to think of it as a mini audition. This is a mini audition, okay? This is a way for you to test and tweak. No one says you're have to have perfect content that's out there. In fact, I would rather you not have perfect content, because then you're going to compare every post you make to the last one that did better than this one. And it's going to get in your head. You are literally putting out mini auditions for the currency of attention. If it doesn't work, you vanish. No one sees it. Nothing to worry about. If you do well, then you are going to be fed more reach into people's inboxes, people's feeds that are literally looking for what you're offering. I want you to write this down. Content plus identity plus bold energy is going to help you dominate. Content plus identity, we're going to dig deep into that right now, plus bold energy right there. That's going to help you dominate. Some of you are doing the content, but you have no bold energy. Some of you are doing the content and you don't even know who you are. So you don't even know how to speak to someone else on the other side of your social media audience. That's why we have to have all three of them together. So here's what the algorithms are measuring. How long is somebody watching a video? How long are they sticking around? Are they going to your comment section and are they reading other comments and hearting those comments and liking those comments and replying to those comments? They're looking at how deeply someone is consuming your content. Are they going from one post to the reel, then the going to your stories? Like, that's how the algorithm is working. It's not just how many comments you're getting or how many shares you're getting or how many saves you're getting anymore. There was a time when quantity over quality mattered, but now the quantity with no quality, with no messaging, with no strategy behind it is just noise. And like I said in the beginning, you are going to get scrolled right past. And that's what we want to avoid. I want you capturing the attention, which is the currency on social media. I want you to make that eye contact. And I have a lot of strategies, my comment to cash method, my 333 method. We're going to go through all of these methods during the next 14 days to help you. Now, if you're VIP, I want you to pull out your workbook. Reminder, we have the workbook, and then we're going to have another workbook that's going to be added into this one. So if you are VIP, pull your workbook out. If you're not VIP and you're like, I need to upgrade, just drop I need to upgrade in the comment section below or get with your personal concierge. I'll put the link up there as well so you can upgrade. It's $57. Every single day at 5 p.m. Eastern, we have a Q&A Zoom for VIPers only with me. So when you upgrade, you're not just getting this incredible workbook, you're also going to be able to be a part of all of the VIP Zooms. So if you do 14 divided by 57, I mean, I don't know, that's like $3 a day. Like, stop drinking Starbucks. Upgrade to VIP. I'm going to really be able to dig into your content there and really be able to individually help you. We have 200 people. That is the max that we're going to, so we can make sure that we get everybody the time that they need, questions answered, and the intimacy, because I really love that part of the VIPs, the VIPers. If you're VIPers, drop VIP in the comments. I love you. I'm proud of you for saying, I need to be in proximity of Marina Simone. She's had 6-7 figure launches with this strategy. I want to be behind the scenes with her. And that's what the VIP is. So itchy. Okay, now we're going to transition into the identity work and the energy work, because I can't give you a strategy if you don't have your identity in place. You see, for those of you that are VIP, pull out your workbook. And I want you to open to page 6, where we have this exercise that we're going to be doing. Okay. So why do we start with our why? You know, Apple does this so well, right? They always sell from the why place, like why someone needs this, why this is helpful, why this is going to help the business. But why are you offering what you offer? What's the why behind it? Because if you don't believe in you, your content is not going to be authentic. It's not going to carry. It's not going to feel good to the person on the other side reading it. It's going to feel very much scripted, right? Like super scripted. So we're going to do this exercise right here. We're going to do this because I need you to anchor yourself into who you are becoming. Who is this person? What does she think? What does she feel? What does she do like daily? Because the version of you that's going to be a magnet and command attention on social media, whether it's online, DMs, in person, whether you do an event, phone call, wherever, okay, you have to be able to have this conviction of being like, yes, this is why I'm selling this. This is why I'm doing this. This is it. You have to have that. Like, I feel 1000% convicted that if you follow me for the next 14 days, you show up, I'm going to get you result. No questions asked. I need you to have that same conviction behind your identity. And I'm going to give you some examples of this. Okay. So the circle exercise, it's identity plus thought plus feeling plus actions. Okay. So I'm going to write this down for you. Okay. Ready? Identity plus thought plus feeling plus action. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. You guys can see it, right? I want you to draw circles just like this. Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 circles, and I want you to draw them like this. Okay. Visualization. Okay. When you do that, in the middle, I want you to write the word me. Okay. I want you to write the word me. Who do you want to become? Why are we doing this? People follow vision. People aren't buying from people just because a product works. They're buying because they're following the vision of that person, and they believe that they can see themselves in that vision, fit themselves in that vision. They want to be a part of that vision, be a part of that movement. And what's going to make you stand out is that you are going to be selling from a place of vision. You are not going to be selling from a place of transaction. Transactional sales only go so far. I don't want you just to have a big, huge Black Friday and holiday sales and Cyber Monday. I want you to take this on into the new year, into 2026, with any product launch that you do. So who do you want to become? You have to visually see yourself as that person. So let's start with this. You said yes to your product, to creating it, to selling it. Why? I just did this exercise with a leader earlier today, and we sat down and I said, why did you say yes to the products? And she told me her story. And I said, do you believe that you can introduce someone to these products and they can have the same results? And she said, yes. I said, great. I said, do you believe that if someone has results and they share it with other people, that they could make money? She said, yes. I said, there's your belief. That's your belief in what you're selling works. That's number one. Okay. But you've got to take it a step further. What's your vision? Why do you want people to feel better or to get the results that they get? You need to write them down. So I'm going to give you my example. In the me column in here, right? I'm the #1 mompreneur in the world that teaches female entrepreneurs how to scale to a 7-figure business, even though they're in their messy middle. I'll teach them how to make millions. Like that's the me. That's the me. Helping 150,000 women build brands from scratch to 6 figures. That's who I am. That's the me. So when you look at that, you're like, okay, this person is going to bring on a better life, the vision. So that's where I'm going. I want you to write the vision in there. Write it in there. What feels, and it's going to scare you, but it's supposed to scare you, just so you know. It's supposed to scare you at this point. So now I want you to think about, all right, now the thoughts. The thoughts is the next circle. The thoughts is the next circle. I want you to think, what does she think like? What does she think about when she meets another woman that needs her help? What does she think about, herself? What does she think about the people that she's helping? What does she think about the people that are talking bad about her? Like, I need you to write the thoughts of what the me version, the becoming of me version is going to be, because remember, it's identity plus thought. So what are the thoughts? Right now, your thoughts are probably super negative. I want you to think about, how does she think? How does she think? Write it in there. How does she think? Not what you're thinking now, but how does she think? Here's something else. We talked about this in the Wealth Woman Masterclass, but the doubt disclaimers. Does she doubt money or does she command it? Does she talk to herself? When she does, what does she say? How does she talk about herself to others? What are other people saying about her when she's not in the room? Those are things that she's thinking about, okay? Next, go to feelings. So the next one is feelings and energy, okay? How does she feel in her body? How does she feel mentally? Does she feel free, grounded, confident, magnetic, mind's fierce, flawsome, and free? She feels energetic. She feels better. She feels younger now than she did when she was in her 20s. Hashtag true story. Okay. Then another one, I want you to draw a circle. And I want you to do action. Okay. So here's an example of an action. I'm part of the 5 a.m. club. If you haven't read that book, you should absolutely read it. It will change the way you do life. And so when I'm thinking about the 5 a.m. club and I'm thinking about what I've been doing and I think about the actions, like I make sure that I put time aside so I can read the Bible, so I can do my personal development, so I can get the first 20 minutes of my day, some serious, like hardcore, like get my heart up on the Stairmaster. That's what I do. 5 a.m. to 5:20, I'm on the Stairmaster. And from 5:20 to 5:40, I'm reading scripture. From 5:40 to 6 o'clock, I am inside with Marina on Demand, taking that scripture, telling her how I'm feeling, what my goals are, and how this applies to my life. And then until 6:30, when I wake up the kids, I'm listening to either a podcast or I'm reading a book. Right now, it's The Day Trading with Gary Vee. Like, I am so specific on my actions, very specific. I know what I do every day. Do you know what that higher elevated version of yourself that could sell 100,000 like it's nothing, can close 100K in her DMs like nothing? Do you know what she does every day? Write down her actions. What does she feel like when she does them? She consumes high vibe content. She moves her body. She shows up on camera with bold energy. I need you to forward pace yourself in the actions. I transfer my belief with conviction. She transfers her belief with conviction. She doesn't even feel like she's selling because she's serving so many. How powerful is that? She doesn't even feel like she's selling because she's serving so many. So good, right? Okay. We said why I said yes. So we have that up there. Why I said yes anchors your commitment. You said yes to whatever it is, right? I said yes to selling products as a network marketer because I saw there was freedom and impact in it for me. Now, with my brand and with my network marketing company, I said yes because I want to create legacy for my children as well as legacy for other women. So I need you to think about that for a second. Like, what is anchoring your commitment in your yes? And the second part is, why not me? Why not me? You need to force this limitation out of your head, like ASAP. Okay. I want you to put this circle in front of you everywhere. Everywhere you go, I want you to have it. And this is why. If you can't see who you are becoming daily, you're never going to start living it. And every strategy you learn is going to feel like a task that you have to do instead of something that you get to do. I get to serve every single day when I wake up in my DMs, on my comments. And if no one's in my inbox asking me for anything, I'm looking at who can I serve and how can I get in their inbox to serve them? I need you to understand that until you start becoming the person that's in this circle, you will always have a lid that is on you, keeping you from your highest potential. I want to give you some proof because I think it's really important. A lot of you know that Melinda is a concierge of ours. And if you guys can, reach out to your concierges and give them so much love. If you don't know who your concierge is, just drop "I need a concierge" in the comment section below. But I want to share with you what shifted for Melinda when she did this work. She had blocks around closing high ticket sales. She did this exercise, and within 7 to 14 days of doing this exercise, she sold $60,000 in 14 days after clearing the fog. So what changed for her? Her energy, her posture, her belief. She stepped into the woman that she was becoming. I remember my first network marketing meeting back in 2012. There was like this $1 million pitch, this $1 million watch this guy had on. And I was like, that's not me. I'm not a man. Like, that can't happen for me. Like, I couldn't see myself in that, right? And I'm like, yeah, sorry. I just don't think this is for me. And my mentor at the time that invited me said, but why not you? And those 3 words launched me into a different level of ambition, into a different level of awareness that I had been programmed to just assume it wasn't for me. What if it was just as easy to reprogram and rewire your mind to become the best version of you? Because it's possible. So this is what I want you to do today. I want you to lean into this part of becoming you, because every post, every DM, every live, all of that needs to shift, and it will shift. When you start to think about yourself differently, you will start to project differently. Then instead of you chasing attention, you're going to start attracting attention. So here's your homework. I want you to do this exercise. When you finish this exercise, if you don't have the workbook, you can just do it on you can do circles on a piece of paper, but I want you to go in depth. Like, I want you to put on a song, and I really want you to go in depth with as much as you can get. You should have five thoughts, 5 feelings, and 5 actions at least in there. Okay. I want you to post it inside of the Facebook group, because we're going to be picking random people that do the homework and do the assignments and do what I say. And you're going to win some awesome swag. We're going to be giving away my book, Messy to Millions. It's on Amazon, but we're going to be giving away signed copies. I've also got Fix Your Face mugs. Let me grab it. Fix Your Face mugs. This is all my swag. I've got really sassy swag, and I think you're going to absolutely love it. So make sure when I say post your homework, okay? Every empire that you see has started with a vision. And right now, that is what you're doing. You're creating a vision of who you're going to become. Now, for those of you that are doing this with your team members, you guys can also share this in your chat. For those of you that want to share this on social media or on Instagram, just make sure you tag me so I can repost it in my stories, and make sure that you say something like, oh, like what your biggest takeaway was when you tag me in your stories. We're going to be picking winners. For those that tag me in their stories, we're going to pick winners from that as well. And I want you to posture up and let me help you activate this version of yourself. Every single day is going to build on each other inside of the 14 days. You're not going to try to show up. You are going to show up. I am going to tell you that right now. And I hope I scare you a little bit, because I know that if you can't show up 14 days in a row, then you're definitely not going to be able to capture attention on social media, because you are going to drop the ball. So stick with me for the 14 days. I promise you it's going to be worth it. Why not you? Why not now? Proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Now, got my note. One of the things I want to make sure that you also understand is that. All right. So you just got a taste of what day 1 of the 14 days for the Double Down Black Friday launch plan is like. And I will tell you that the strategy that comes on day 3 is insane. So tomorrow night at the same time, I will be here with day 2 to give you a little taste. But if you are anything like I am, and you're like, I need all 14 days right now, I want the replays, I want all the extra goodies, then you're going to go to blackfridaycashflow.com/upgrade so you can get day 1 through 14. I will see you guys tomorrow night, same time, same place for day 2. Bye.